In this video, we're going to talk about properties of exponents. The first property is the product property, which says that x raised to the power of a times x raised to the power of b equals x raised to the power of a plus b. So, for example, let's say we have 3 to the 1/2 times 3 to the 3/2. That equals 3 to the 1/2 plus 3/2, which is 4/2, which equals 3 squared, which equals 9. The second property is the quotient property, which says that x raised to the power of a over x raised to the power of b equals x raised to the power of a minus b. So let's say we have 2 to the 5/2 divided by 2 to the 3/2. That equals 2 to the 5/2 minus 3/2, which is 2/2, which equals 2. Okay, the power property says that the quantity x raised to the power of a, all raised to the power of b, equals x raised to the power of a times b. So, as an example, let's say we have 5 to the 3/4, all raised to the power of 4. That equals 5 to the 3/4 times 4, which is just 3, and 5 to the power of 3 equals 125. The zero exponent property says that x raised to the power of 0 equals 1. So let's say we have 2 to the 9th, all raised to the power of 0. This property says that that just equals 1. So anything raised to the power of 0 equals 1. Okay, the negative exponent property says that x raised to the power of negative a equals 1 over x to the a. So let's say we have 3 raised to the power of negative 2. That equals 1 over 3 squared, which equals 1 over 9. The power of a product property says that the quantity x times y raised to the power of a equals x raised to the power of a times y raised to the power of a. So let's say we have 7 cubed times a squared times b cubed, all raised to the power of 1/3. Okay, I just multiply this exponent by each of the exponents inside the parentheses. So I'll have 7 raised to the power of 3 times 1/3, which is just 1, times a raised to the power of 2 times 1/3, which is 2/3, and b raised to the power of 3 times 1/3, which is just 1. Now I'm going to simplify this further by using this definition, which basically says that x raised to the power of a over b equals this radical expression with x raised to the power of a in the radicand and with an index of b. Okay, so my 7 and my b I'm going to leave in front of the radical. So that's going to be 7 times b times this radical expression, which is going to be a raised to the power of 2, and the index of the radical will be 3. And finally, the power of a quotient property says that the quantity x over y raised to the power of a equals x to the a over y to the a. So let's say we have 2/3 squared. That would give us 2 raised to the power of 2 over 3 raised to the power of 2. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. Our answer is 4/9. So that's it. I hope that helps.